Hello, you are welcome to solve for x in this nice square root problem. From what is given here, when we have nth root of a, we can equally write this as a raised to power 1 over n. So on this side, we can change that to 2 raised to power 1 over 3. That is, this now becomes square root of x, then square root of x, square root of x, square root of x, inside each other like that, now equals to here 2 raised to power 1 over 3. Then in the next step, let's square both sides of this. We square this side and also we square this side, and here this square we cancel one square root here, then this becomes x, then we have times root x, also root x, then root x, which is equals to, from here, from the law of indices, when we have a raised to power m raised to power n, this will become a raised to power mn. So this power will multiply, and we have 2 raised to power 2 over 3. Then in the next step as well, we can as well square both sides of this equation. That is, we have x root x, then root x square now, then also this side square, which is 2 raised to power 2 over 3, then square. And here this square will affect x here, so we have x square, and we also affect this square root. That is, we have square root of x root x root x, now also square. Then also on this side, this power will multiply again. We have 2 raised to power 4 over 3. And this square here cancel the square root here. We now have x square times x, then times what is left here, square root of x, also square root of x, now equals to 2 raised to power 4 over 3. Then from here, this is x raised to power 1, and when we bring it together from the law of indices, that means we have the power, that is x raised to power 3 now, then times root x, then equals to 2 raised to power 4 over 3. That is, again from here, let's square both sides. When we square this side, and we also square this side, this square will affect x raised to power 3 here, become x raised to power 3, then raised to power 2. Then also it will affect this square root, that square root of x, then root x, then raised to power 2 as well, then equals to here. This power multiply again, we have 2 raised to power 8 over 3. Then also this power multiply, we have x raised to power 6, then times square cancel square root, we have x, then root x, which is equals to 2 raised to power 8 over 3. Then here, this is also x raised to power 1. Bringing it together, adding the power, we also have x raised to power 7, then times root x, then equals to 2 raised to power 8 over 3. Then next also, we can square both sides again, and then square this side. The square here affect this, so we have x raised to power 7 square, also root x square, then equals to here. This multiplies again, we have 2 raised to power 16 over 3 now. Then here, this power multiply, we have x raised to power 14, then times here cancel this, that's x, equals to 2 raised to power 16 over 3. And here we also have x raised to power 1, and this becomes x raised to power 14 plus 1, which is 15, now equals to 2 raised to power 16 over 3. Then from here, since we are finding the value of x here, we can multiply both power by 1 over 15 and also by 1 over 15. And here this cancel out, so here becomes x that we are finding now equals to 2 raised to power. Here this power multiplies and we are going to have 16 over 3 times 40. 3 times 15 here, that's 45. So here we have the value of x for this given problem to be 2 raised to power 16 over 45. Then to check on what we have, that is square root of x, then square root of x, square root of x, square root of x is equals to cube root of 2 here. Then from here, when we substitute here, that becomes square root of x here, that's 2 raised to power 16 over 45. Then square root of also 2 raised to power 16 over 45. Then also square root of 2 raised to power 16 over 45. Then also square root of 2 raised to power 16 over 45 is equals to here cube root of 2. Then on this side, let's separate these roots, and when we have square root, that's raised to power half. So the first square root taking this will be 2 raised to power 16 over 45, which is being raised to power half. Then times this second one here, taking 2 roots, that's half times half, which is 1 over 4. So that means we have into bracket 2 raised to power 16 over 45, which is raised to power 1 over 4. Also here, the third one taking 3 roots, that's half times half times half, that's 1 over 8. So we have into bracket 2 raised to power 16 over 45, which is raised to power 1 over 8. Then also times the last one here, taking 4 roots, that will be 1 over 16. So we have 2 raised to power 16 over 45, then raised to power 1 over 16. Will this give us cube root of 2? Then when we check from here, this power multiplies, and we can see 2 here 1, 2 here 8. So this remains 2 raised to power 8 over 45. Then times here 4 here 1, 4 here 4. So this remains 2 raised to power 4 over 45. Then times also here multiplies, and 8 here 1, 8 here 2. So this remains 2 raised to power 2 over 45. Then times also here 16 1, 16 1. That remains 2 raised to power 1 over 45 from there, which is equals to cube root of 2 from here. Then now this base are the same and they multiply. It means we can sum the power from the law of indices. That means we have 2 raised to power 8 over 45 plus 4 over 45 plus 2 over 45 plus 1 over 45. Now is equals to cube root of 2. Now when we look at this, we sum, the LCM is still 45. Then that means we have 45. This is still going to be 8. So we have 8. This will still be 4 plus 2 plus 1. Now is equals to cube root of 2. Then here, this is 15 over 45, that's 2 raised to power 15 over 45 from here is equals to cube root of 2, and from here 15 in 15 1, that's 1 over 3 there, so we have 2 raised to power 1 over 3 is equals to cube root of 2, and 1 over 3 here is same thing as writing from a raised to power 1 over n is same thing as nth root of a. So here, same thing as writing this as cube root of 2, and which is equals to cube root of 2. So we have the left hand side equals to the right hand side, and hence we can conclude that the x we got, which is 2 raised to power 16 over 45, satisfies this given problem. And thank you for joining us. Subscribe to my channel, share this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you have another way of solving this, put it in the comment section. See you next class, and bye for now.